2.0, are we not seeing more whistleblowers? Are we not seeing more people come forward and say, hey, I just left, but I no longer can work
There's
for
no
Headset
anonymous,
for
you know,
this,
like in the first,
yeah.
you remember anonymous in the first administration who was writing?
Exactly. This was a big deal, but there was also a pattern there. And it seems like it's not the case that there aren't people who want to leave their jobs. We also just spoke to a former ICE prosecutor who said there are people trying to leave those jobs. Why aren't they speaking?
But they actually are. If you notice in all of these articles, they'll always say 2, 3, 4, even 5 sources have validated a certain point. And that's actually driving this administration. I have a couple of still insider friends that are there. And he said, this is really driving Trump crazy. Because it goes back to even the first term when the same thing was happening. Find the leakers. We have to find the leakers. He still wants to find the leakers, and he wants to punish them too. But they are out there 2 seconds after something happens. They're on their cell phones. They're texting their source at which newspaper it's at. And the stories are getting out. But I understand your point, which is, hey, how come nobody is actually coming forward like Tristan Snell did, as an example, or even like an Olivia Troy.
Right.
That all happened, by the way, after they ended up leaving. So these folks would then have to leave. A lot of them don't want to leave because it's their job.
I got to ask you one question that I think for anyone who has watched this president over the years, certainly from the inside as you have as well, but it is hard to look at the past 6 months and say this man has not mentally declined. He is becoming, I would argue, more senile by the day with some of the comments that he's made, some of the gaffes that he's made that are not just, they are not just, hey, I mispronounced a word or I got my sentences confused up. This is a guy who I think if you're watching this, you'd say he is mentally not there. And I'm wondering what you think. How do you evaluate his mental decline over the past 6 months?
I don't see it. I don't. No, I don't. I mean, I get a lot of people texting me on a daily basis, a lot of journalists calling to say the exact same question. Are you seeing a mental decline? I am not. Now, he looks tireder. He looks like he aged from when I was with him. Of course, that was 8 years ago. So going from 70 to almost 80, it's a big difference in terms of age. I don't see the mental decline. I don't see it the way people see. I don't like the policies that Trump is promoting. I don't like these executive orders. I don't like the big, beautiful bill. I don't like the overturning of Roe. I don't like the removal of SNAPs, which to help poor people with food. I mean, that's what government is supposed to be about. Young children, the cancer research, or not having their bellies full at school. The immigration policy. I can go on and on.
Yeah.
But what he is doing is actually strategic. What he's doing is he is creating this chaos day in and day out on purpose because Donald Trump rules by chaos.
All right, Michael Cohen, stick around. We've got a lot more to discuss.